Good morning. I had a trip to North Wales recently and had a chance to visit the Clocaenog forest, just southwest from Ruthin, southeast from Llyn Brenig, and it's a magnificent archaeological trail. The information I had for the sites was a bit confusing because I had just one name, Bryn Beddau, and many pictures assigned to that name, which in fact turned out to be 3 sites and a description of a 4th site, but all assigned to this one. So whilst I was in the forest with very poor signal, it was like, oh, what am I looking at? It doesn't look right what I've got in front of me. You find me in the middle of the Clocaenog forest looking for Bryn Beddau Stone Circle. Definitely found a cairn nearby, a nice little curb cairn, but is not Bryn Beddau. And I thought I'd found it over there, but again, I don't think it's the same because I'm looking at the pictures online that I screenshotted. Got no phone signal or internet or anything at the moment, and it doesn't look like the ones that are there. And it's an interesting place, full of vibey spots, lush green cut-throughs and walkways. But this is an interesting spot, to say the least. So just a little video to talk about which sites where and such like. So I parked at the Bonkin Voilvach car park. You can also park at the Glanegorse car park a little further west, which is a smaller parking area. No picnic benches, etc. there. If you park at the Bonkin Voilvach site, you get to walk more easily through a very pleasing, relatively short avenue of beech trees. Follow the beech tree avenue west and use the resources that will be linked to in this video to navigate your way around. The first place that you will come to is Maen Llwyd, a lovely standing stone falling over in a very moist, lush, verdant clearing. Nice, insulated, cozy spot. Now, if you go back down to the main north-south track, just west from Maen Llwyd, just off to your west will be a couple ancient settlement remains. I didn't look at those, but the site that you will come to next will be the Bryn Beddau Stone Circle. I must have walked right past this one because the information that I had assigned to it was actually a site just a little bit further to the northeast. But I will get to the Bryn Beddau Stone Circle another time, which looks to be a very pleasing, diminutive circle next to the track. But the vegetation absolutely obfuscating, smothering and covering there. Now, the 2 that I did get to, that I'm clarifying, are the Bryn Beddau cairns south and north. For the southern cairn, you will need to get to a junction in the tracks, and then there is a fire break. It looks like a path with 2 fences slightly separated. If you go through those 2 fences, follow the very green path through the fire break along the path, and the Bryn Beddau South cairn will be just to your right as you get to the end of that track. Really vibey spot. Imagine what it's like to be there after sunset as it's darkening and the shadows of the woods close in. I think it'd be quite magical. In the centre of the Bryn Beddau South cairn, there appears to be a kist as well, like a little box feature. The Bryn Beddau North cairn is to the northeast of there. Mentally, if you take yourself back to the track where you went down the fire break, stay on that track and head north, and the Bryn Beddau North cairn will be just on the left-hand side of that track. There are only 3-4 very large pebble-type stones there, so it is really very easily covered over, hidden by the vegetation. I approached it having walked through the forest and an arguable path with trees fallen across it from the Bryn Beddau South cairn, and I could see that the track was there the other side of some fireweeds and willow herb with the pink topped flowers. Another site recorded nearby is the Beth Emlin cairn. And I went very close to this, and I didn't know it was in that location because its data on the resource I was using had been assigned to another cairn, which is, I think, the Bryn Beddau South cairn, and so it was all very confusing. The Beth Emlin cairn had a standing stone associated with it, which had Ogham and Latin inscriptions on it. I say Ogham, I've heard some people say Ohm, but having grown up in an Anglo-Saxon town called Wareham, I call it Wareham and not Wham. So I say Ogham as Ogham, not Ohm. So, Beth Emlin, looking at the aerial imagery on a number of applications and resources, it does appear to still be there. You can see the tyre tracks and forest machinery going around it, and you can see the nice little sort of circular indentation on top of what appears to be a knoll. So that will be another one to get back to sometime. So that's the Maen Llwyd standing stone. Some settlements just to the west of there, the Bryn Beddau Stone Circle, the Bryn Beddau Cairn North and South, as well as the Beth Emlin Cairn. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, please do subscribe. Plenty more videos. I'm trying to clear a huge backlog from like lockdown walks like 18 months ago. I've got about 20 videos to try to chow through, which will not be tried to, they will be chowed through, and I'd like to get that done in the next few weeks, and then I'm up to date before I generate more content. Anyway, take care, enjoy your ancient sites visiting, and catch you soon. Bye for now.